Hi, Dilek. So far, I reviewed what you did for week 1 and 2, and it looks like you matched the data correctly. So I'm going to show you a faster way how to do the data matching, and I'm going to do it using a screen capture software so that you can see me match week 3 into your existing week 1 and 2 file. So go ahead and keep watching this video for information. Okay, I'm going to put down my screen. So on the screen you can see on the top, on the left side of the screen is your Math 220, and it's got your week 1. You have these IDs here, and then it has your section. This is all the week 1 data. Okay, right? So week 1 all the way across, and then we get into week 2. Okay, so I am going to hide everything that you've already put in for week 1 and week 2. So this is going to end up being a really wide spreadsheet, and that's fine. So all the way through AT. All right, I'm going to hide that. Hide. We're just going to leave up the IDs for week 1 because since we know that all of those rows are matching, we're going to just use this, and we're going to add new data starting in AU. Now the first thing we're going to do, we're going to go over to week 3, and we're going to sort it like we talked about by ID. So I'm going to go to ID here, and I'm going to click Data, Sort, and it's going to say, or I'm going to highlight the whole data set. Say Sort, my data has headers, and I'm going to say Sort by ID, and it's going to sort, the smallest one is 9934. We can do a quick check. 9934 is here, and we see 9934 is here. Okay, so 7215 did not take the survey in week 3. That's fine. Come back over to the week 3, and remember how we had to wrap the text so that wrap it and unwrap it so that it didn't look so funky, right? So each row looks about the same. Okay, I'm going to make sure that you can see me just in case you want in the corner of the screen. Okay, so there are 2 different ways you can do this. One way is you could take the data from week 3 and you could copy the headings, okay, through V. You could paste them here, okay? And then you could take, this might be what you did last time. You could take all of 9934 and you could paste their data right there, okay? So that's one approach to do it. Now, there's a slightly faster approach if you take all of these data. So we're going to take from the corner of A here all the way to V. We're going to scroll down to the bottom. That is row 30. Copy it. And we're going to go to AU1 and paste it. Now we can tell right away when we look over on the left-hand screen that our rows are not in alignment. So the way to get the rows in alignment is to highlight starting at AU, highlight over to the end of the row. And actually now we can just maximize this screen. So I'm just highlighting this section of data for week 3, starting with 9934. And I'm going to right mouse click, insert entire row. Oh, just kidding. That's wrong. Okay, right mouse click, insert, shift cells down. And now 7215 does not have any data for this week, but 9934 is aligned. Now, if we scroll down, we can see 9934 is aligned, 19012 is aligned, 27150 is aligned, And we are completely aligned until we get to 43,898. So we're going to highlight this group again. Okay, so the next thing we want to do is we want to get 4398 here aligned down here with row 11. So let's highlight that. Okay, so we're going to highlight this row where 4398's data is located. Right mouse click, insert, shift cells down. Now you can press F4 or you can press, or you can keep doing right mouse click, insert, shift cells down. If you press F4, it will repeat the action, and you can do that until the rows are aligned again, and you can tell that by the yellow line. So let's do that. I'm going to do all of week 3, and then I'm going to send week 3 back to you. I'm not going to change the headings. And then you can finish up the rows, see if this video helps you finish up the rows. So far we're still aligned. We see that here 66,809 is our next one that doesn't have a match. But in this case, the match is here. The match is wrong on the left side. So this is what we were talking about the other day. STU. So in this case, I'm just opening up this letter T right here because we need to add the data to the left of 66,809. So 66,809 did not take the assessment in week 1 or week 2. So we need to we need to add a space for 66,809. So we're going to put our cursor on the left side, right mouse click, insert, shift cells down, and then we're going to write 66,809 right there. So now our yellows match up again. But immediately we see, I'm going to do these in a different color just for the sake of making it easy, that 69,872 is not matching. So we're going to come back, highlight this section, right mouse click, insert, shift cells down, and now they're matching again. 70020 and so forth. And here's our next place where we aren't matching. So we're going to highlight this whole row, right mouse click, insert, shift cells down. Those are matching now. Those are matching. These are matching. And then we have this one here. Needs to be matched here. Now, I'm noticing one error. Okay, so I'll show you that in a second. Insert, shift cells down. Okay, so here we have data for 66,809. Now you remember we added 66,809 at the top, right? Okay, so 66,809, it looks like maybe we do have some data, but it was added at the bottom instead of in the right number order. So to do that, we're going to just copy that person's information from the bottom row and put it back where it should go in that middle space. So watch this. Because we open up this cell, AT right here, we can highlight these two cells, and that's going to include everything between A and AT. We're going to copy, go back up to 66,809, and we're going to paste there. And now we can double check it. Okay, so we can unhide this area, and we see 66,809. Now let's see, 66,809. I'm going to hide, you know what I'm going to do, Dilek? I'm going to hide the information in the middle for now. So I'm going to hide rows 27 through 37 so that we can see these two rows together. So we're going to go to the right, and we're just going to make sure that these two rows look the same. So they didn't fill out a survey in week 1, but they filled it out in week 2, and then they filled it out in week 3. And that's where we added week 3 was in row 26. So then we're just going to delete row 38 because we've already copied that data above. So, so I don't think that these columns are necessary because you're not going to use those columns. In the end, this is the only column, column 1, is the only column that's going to matter. You're always going to match that. So I'm going to delete these. You're always going to match column 1 with whichever column you are importing. So I'm going to hide those again and show you. So this is the column that we imported. 7215, that's where we added 3853, 32705, 35741. Now, if you want to leave this column in place, that's fine. We can always delete those columns at the end, these extra ID columns. Or because we know they match this A column now, you can delete this week 3 ID column. But if you want to leave that there as a check so that Dr. Bania Gubarai can double check it, that's totally fine too. Hopefully this video has been useful. If you have any more questions, definitely let me know, and I'm happy to show you this again, or feel free to review the video again, okay? Let me know if you need any help. Bye.